Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a very long time since I've done a plan with me. If you don't know, I had a baby, pregnancy was rough, and then dealing with postpartum and all that stuff has been rough. So I am finally getting into the swing of things, getting a routine down, and feeling more like myself. I've been wanting to do more of my hobbies, so I am here wanting to do more planning, so I'm excited to get more into this. I thought maybe I would do like a talk through of how life has been while I lay down the base. I'm hoping that she stays asleep while I do this. What are we in, June? I know. So sad. Such a beautiful planner, and I've only, well, this will be my first time using it, which is pretty sad, but it is what it is. We had a baby, that's exciting, so can't be too mad. And then I am using the kit A Mother's Love from my shop. I thought it was kind of fitting since it's my first plan with me back now that I am a mom. Not that it's Mother's Day, but I still love this kit so much. I think I did it last year. So I'm excited to use it, and I get to use it, and it means just a little bit more than before, you know? And I have my mom foil pack and quote overlays. And I am not sure when I'm going to be back with my shop, honestly. I just don't have a lot of time on my hands. Right now I'm just trying to figure things out while she naps. The shop is a lot. And before, I was working 7 days a week, and I just can't do that now because I would design on the weekends. I really need to figure out how to use Photoshop. But yeah, I need to find out a faster way of designing, because I don't know how I'm gonna go back to the designing how I was before, because each kit just takes me 3 to 4 hours the way I was designing, and who's got that amount of time when you have a kid now? Not me. And I think I want to put how old she is right here. The past few months have been really, really hard for me. I struggled with postpartum depression, hardcore, and it was just a really, really dark, scary time for me. And I don't know, just when you're in the thick of it, your brain kind of tells you that things are never gonna be good again, you know? I'm not gonna lie, when I first had her, I struggled because I'm sure everyone, mostly everyone, struggles with their first child. Being able to go and do the things you want when you want, and then now their schedule is your schedule. You have to work around them. I think I really struggled with that, and I don't want to sound selfish or anything, but it's I can't even shower when I want to shower now. It has to be when, and I don't want you to think that I am complaining. I am not complaining. I love being a mom. It's just the real what people don't actually talk about. And so, like, I understand when, like, they say that a mom loses herself, because I definitely felt that. Like, you lose, not that you lose a lot, you gain a lot, but it's hard. I do have to say that breastfeeding was probably my biggest struggle, because you're either breastfeeding or pumping every 2 to 3 hours, and that includes overnight, because if you don't do it overnight, then you're gonna lose your milk supply. And I tried really dang hard to make breastfeeding work, but what happened was I didn't produce enough, and so we always had to supplement with formula in a bottle, and I think she just got used to the flow of a bottle, and so when I would breastfeed, she would get very impatient with me, or with the flow of my milk. And we even like pace fed with a bottle, and I was about 2 months in, so I was sleep deprived as heck. Never been so emotional in my life. My hormones were absolutely crazy. So, oh, and then she started bottle refusing, which made no sense, because like she was just very impatient when I breastfed. But there was a couple days where I'm like, hey, I'm gonna just breastfeed, even when she gets frustrated, and we're gonna get the hang of this. But she would always fall asleep when I breastfed, so at night she would feed, and then like every hour she would wake up hungry again, because she would fall asleep. And so I was getting absolutely no sleep. And when she started bottle refusing, it's like, I can't do this. I can't have her struggling with breastfeeding and refusing the bottle. So I had to choose one, and obviously I chose the one that's actually feeding her. So I chose the bottle, and I decided to give up breastfeeding, and it was so hard. I'm still, like, I still get emotional about it, because you kind of just feel like you failed. But I continued to pump until, like, my mental health just couldn't take it anymore. And I think, like, the saddest part when I stopped breastfeeding is, like, when she would, like, rue at the breast. And I'm like, oh, I can't. I'm so sorry, honey. Like, and we, well, what actually happened was, like, after she bottle refused, and then she started getting better, and then, I tried to give it one more shot, and I saw a lactation consultant. I tried everything. We tried so many bottles. I bought so many bottles, and anyway, I started trying to breastfeed again, because she was getting better at the bottle, and then she started bottle refusing again, and so that's when I decided to give it up. So, like, I tried everything, and with my mental health being as bad as it was, I decided to quit pumping as well and go to formula. And I do have to say my mental health is so much better, but like a big part of me is still so heartbroken that I wasn't able to breastfeed. And like, my husband didn't understand. He didn't think it was that big of a deal, but I think only moms would understand that. I mean, it's not like you're like losing like the relationship with your child, but it feels like you're losing like a specific type of bond. But so yeah, since then my mental health has been a lot better, and I put her on Kendamil, which is a UK brand because they have a lot of different standards than US brands, and they're much healthier. And so that is what we are doing now. If you don't know, I named her Renly Michelle. Michelle is my mom's name. I just have a really special relationship with my mom. She was a single mom, and she did an amazing job at raising my brother and I, so I felt like, not that I needed to, but I wanted to name my daughter after her. And it's kind of cool because my mom has 2 different color eyes. She has a blue and a green eye, and then Renly ended up with 2 different color eyes too. She has a hazel eye and a blue eye, so I thought, you know, that's kind of perfect. And just something my mom needed in her life right now. So that has been really cool. And she is now sleeping in her crib. She just turned 3 months. I don't know if I just said that, but I set up her crib by myself. I am so proud of myself. It took me a couple hours, but I did it. Kaden was staying in her room on a blow-up mattress because he works in the oil field and works in heavy equipment, so he needed his sleep. And we had the bassinet in our room, and yeah, I know a lot of people wait a lot longer, but like, I missed my husband and I wanted him to be back in our room. And I do have to say, now that I have her in her crib, like, I feel like we have like a routine, and I'm someone that like thrives on routine, like going down for her naps and stuff. I kind of what is it called, sleep trained. I kind of sleep trained her. She actually just did really well by herself. She'll just get really cranky, and she doesn't scream, she like yells. It's so sad, but it's like the funniest thing ever as well. She yells. I'm like, you're 3 months old and you're yelling at me. But she yells when she's tired, and so I can put her down in her crib, give her binky, and she will go straight to sleep. And it's the best thing ever. I wanted to try it around when because she's like 14 weeks now, but I around 12 weeks, right when she turned, maybe it was a week, 11 weeks. I'm like, I just want to see if she's gonna just go down by herself, and I just put her in her bassinet. She fell right to sleep, so we've been doing it ever since, and I am so grateful because I know a lot of moms have to like sit there and rock their babies to sleep or soothe them to sleep. And if she's overtired, I definitely do have to soothe her more. I just have to sit there and pat her for a couple minutes and then she goes to sleep. So it has been so good. I'm so glad that she's adjusted, because I was a little worried that she wouldn't want to be in her crib, but she's 3 months old and is already pretty independent. She's already wanting to hold her own bottles. Like, she tries, like, she's just now getting like able to hold her bottle. And no, not hold her bottle. She can't really hold her bottle, but she's able to use her hands now a little bit better. And so she like holds it, but like she still hasn't got quite the hang of her hands yet. So she like knocks it out, but I'm like, okay, Miss Independent, you just need to chill. You can do this when you're a little bit older. Let me enjoy you while you're my baby. But yeah, things have been really good. I love being a mom. And I love my baby so much. She's just everything. Mothers talk about your first time meeting your baby. There's literally nothing like it. Nothing like it. When she was put on my chest, when she was born, I can't even explain that feeling. It is the most, I don't want to say like a high, but it is a high and most precious, beautiful feeling I've ever felt in my entire life. I cried so hard, and yeah, I'm still kind of like worried. I don't want to say worried, but like I'm worried how to go about my shop. Like, of course, she is my number one priority, and that's why I probably won't come back to the shop for a while. But I think about it every day, and I think about all the things I want to do, and I see new clip art come out, and I'm like, oh, how I wish I could use that in design right now. But I'm just worried that when I do finally come back, that the planner community is going to be gone. Like, let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Do you feel like the planner community is like falling away, like disappearing? I don't know, because I just feel like so many shops have closed. I don't see as many spreads as I used to. I don't know, because like when I do finally start working again, like there's nothing else I want to do besides like make stickers and do creative stuff, you know? I don't know, I just hope that I can come back and the planner community can be thriving again, and try and figure out how to do it and be a mom. Like, I'm not putting her in daycare or anything. Have to figure that one out. And I just don't want to be like too burnt out and then one day just be like, why didn't I just focus on her and you know, come to the shop when she was older and I had more time, like that. Just, you know, all your fears, and when having this sticker shop has been a dream, and I've loved every second of it, and just hoping that I can come back to it, you know? What kind of stickers is everyone into? I know, like, journaling, like reading stickers are really popular right now. I'm not gonna lie, I wish more people were into like regular journaling and like journaling kits, because journaling is my favorite. Like, I love planning and I love my spreads, but just journaling has my heart. I think it's just because just writing things out on paper just is a really good therapy. Okay, baby woke up and I have my scripts. I don't know where my monthly scripts are, so I'll have to do that when I lay down for the day by day. Enjoying a little baby talk. It's like so crazy to me that like she's here, she's babbling, when just a little over 3 months ago she was in my belly. Just crazy, crazy, crazy. And I had a really good labor and delivery. Like, I honestly couldn't have had a better one. I mean, I feel like I could have had better nurses that like showed the ropes more. I didn't know how to swaddle. I didn't know how to breastfeed. Like, I had to figure everything out on my own. I feel like usually nurses help with that, right? But other than that, it was a really, really good labor and delivery. I was in labor for 6 hours, which is pretty crazy for your first baby, so they say. I don't know, she's the only baby I've had, so. But I went in at 6 o'clock, did paperwork, got into a room, all that stuff. By 8 o'clock, they had me start Pitocin. Well, when I went in, I was already 3 centimeters dilated. They started me on Pitocin, broke my water super quick, and I thought like breaking your water was like the movies, it was just gonna like gush. No, it just like slowly leaks. And then I got to a 6 pretty quick, and then when I was at a 6 is when I got the epidural. And I thank the Lord for epidurals, because contractions hurt so bad. I don't know how women go natural, I will say that. If you do, you are, I don't know, like Superwoman. I know I did not want to go natural. I wanted the epidural 100,000%. Yeah. But I went, and then I went from, after I got the epidural, I went from a 6 to a 9 in like 30 minutes. And then the nurse was like, "Okay, let's do some practice pushes." Those were not practice pushes because I did it like twice, and she's like, "Okay, get the doctor in here." He came in, pushed a couple times. I pushed for maybe 20 minutes, and then she was born. Like, I didn't even know, like, when she came out. I was so numb, I didn't know when she came out, and the doctor's like, "Well, look." I'm like, "Oh." It was just crazy. And then she pooped everywhere. As soon as she came out, she pooped everywhere. On everyone. So that was good timing. It was great. My recovery was pretty good. At the very end, I was planning on just, this might, I don't know, TMI. Not really. But I was going to just like tear naturally, but at the end my mom talked me into the episiotomy. I don't know. I think it's just because that's what she did. And so I had like a 3 or a 2-degree cut or whatever. And I healed in like 2 weeks. And everything's been great besides the postpartum stuff, but I'm glad to be where I am now with my beautiful baby girl, and she's doing really well. So sorry for the rambling, but that is what life has been for me lately, and I will see you all in the day by day. Okay, on to the day by day. Sorry if you can hear Roxy in the background. She's being a little silly. And I couldn't find my monthly scripts, so I had to make one when I did the daily scripts. And I made it pretty big on accident. Oopsie. Oh well. Alright, for the sidebar, I am marking that Renly is 14 weeks, and this is a little character that might be coming to my shop. Isn't she cute? She went to bed really early the night before, so she wanted a bottle at 3 a.m. So, marking that. Had to get her a bottle at 3 a.m. and then I watched Love Island, and then she had an hour nap, and then I tried the Color Street nails for the first time. Is this even gonna fit? Whatever. And that's what these are. Oh, the Color Street. And I like them. They're really easy. You just gotta put a top coat on. Bottle at 3 a.m. This is from Carly Plans. It's weird saying that I PR for Carly. No, I don't PR for Carly anymore. But I'm used to saying that. Anyway, this font is actually from Carly's shop. So if you want this font, go over to her shop. Anyway, this is a new character that may possibly be coming to shop. What my idea is, because I kind of just want to come back slowly to the shop, maybe, because I am missing it. I was thinking maybe I'll just start off with just these new characters. And I still will be having Olive and Elsie, of course. I'm not getting rid of them because I love them. I will be getting more of them. But what do you guys think if I just came back with some new characters for now? Until I figure out how to design faster. And then I am marking, this is a little controversial, but I am starting Zepbound, which is a weight loss medication. Well, I mean, that is when I signed up for it. I've been on it for a week, and I've lost almost 4 pounds, which is great. And I know a lot of people are against those GLP-1 drugs, but with someone with PCOS and always struggled to lose weight, I need all the help I can get. All these are from Carly Plans, as well as these last 3 as well. Then we got McDonald's. We went on a family walk this night. Sorry, my table is squeaking. And then Renly went to sleep at 10 this night. It's different every single night what time she's gonna go to bed. It's not very consistent right now. I mean, it's more consistent than it was, but we're still working on it. And then this morning we went up in ounces on her bottles. She is now drinking 5 ounces. She just started getting like really cranky after 4 ounces and would scream when I took the bottle away. So I'm like, I think it's time to move you up. And then I made a steak. And then I'm doing her room in butterflies. I didn't want to do like a nursery with like things she's gonna grow out of really quickly, you know? So I decided to do butterflies, and it is so cute. If I do a vlog, you guys, I'll have to show you because it's so cute. That bottle is from Carly Plans. And this is another one of the characters. It didn't cut very well, so don't mind that. I need some new blades. And of course I will have like the different hair colors and skin tones and all that fun stuff. Yeah, so I worked on the butterfly wall. There's like stickers, like butterfly stickers. It's just so cute. And then she took a 48-minute nap. She's kind of a cat napper. Her naps usually are like 30 minutes long. Like this morning, I did do my very first workout in a long time. And it's like a 35-minute workout, and she woke up before it finished. So there's that. And then the pre-workout that I always talk about, the Peachy Ink, they came out with greens, and it launched this day, so I ordered those. I can't wait to try them. They were saying that they're like the best tasting greens, because I've tried like the greens that you just like put in water. Ugh, they're just not good. So I'm hoping these are good and they're not just saying they're good, you know? This is from Beneva's Creations. And if I get these wrong, where everything is from, it's been a while, guys. And there is my cute little Olive. I will forever love her. I think she will always be my favorite character. And that's when I laid down the base to the spread. And then Renly was like petting Roxy this night, and it was the cutest thing. Because like I said before, she's just like barely getting control, a little bit of control of her hands. So it was just the cutest thing ever. And that is from Ohana Story. And then this is from Carly Plans, and my medication arrived the very next day, which was really cool. So I did my very first injection. And then on to Wednesday, the 18th, I started off with some Love Island. And then Renly was being a fussy butt. And then I had some Subway this day. So my mom and I started the animal-based diet, which is meat and fruit. And for 4 weeks, I didn't lose 1 pound. When before, like, I would at least lose some weight. I didn't lose 1 pound in 4 weeks, and that's all I ate. Like, you would think, like, even the water weight and inflammation, I would have lost some weight. Nope. That is why I got on the medication, because I was frustrated. And then I did a Walmart delivery. Now, lately, on the Walmart deliveries, I've been ordering my mom food. Since, you know, we were doing the diet together. But also, she lives in a tiny town that doesn't have a grocery store. So, she'll just come over to see the baby, pick up her groceries. And there's another one that I might bring to the shop. She's just crying. She was a fussy put. Lately, she's been being really fussy. I don't know if she's just going through one of her leaps or what. And here's another new character. Look at that cute Subway. It has like the Subway wrapping paper. The fire pit and this Walmart one are from Carly Plans. And then this was shocking this day. She took a 4-hour nap. 4 hours. So I was surprised. If I would have known that she was going to take that long of a nap this day, I would have taken a nap. Because when she takes those 30-minute naps, it kind of just makes me more tired when I like go down for a nap with her. Yeah. But 4 hours would have been nice. And then I journaled this day. It was my last journal spread that I've posted. And then I got this cute butterfly rug for her bedroom, but I got a size too big, so I had to return that. That crib again is from Carly Plans, as well as this one and the next one. And then this night, my Aunt Tiffany called me. We were just discussing baby gifts for my cousin Michaela, whose baby shower is in next month. And that is from Corks and Corgs Co. And that is from Mick Plans. And I really do like this font. Good job, Carly. Good job, Carly. It's cute. I had a protein shake and coffee. And then I was starting to track my macros this day. And I watched some more Love Island, and I did laundry. And that is from Beneva's Creations. I don't know if I say that right. Beneva. I don't really know, but they have a lot of cute characters. And then this is Elsie from my shop, if you forgot about her. I love her too. She's my next favorite. And again, this is from Carly Plans. And then this is another new one of my characters doing Z laundry. And then I cleaned the kitchen while I was baby wearing. I just put her in the baby carrier because she did not want to be put down this day. And then I was watching some vlogs on YouTube. And then I barbecued some chicken and some corn on the cob. And then I worked on the new characters. Putting them like on sheets and stuff. Baby wear, clean kitchen. Cute, right? That one I had done personally just for me, but I can bring it to the shop too if you want. And that is from Carly Plans. And that is Once More to Love. And I did have another character made because I know a lot of people like this type of like very minimalistic type characters. We have like Once More with Love, Coffee Monsters Co. I think Stick with the Plan Co. has one. Just like the white blobby characters. I thought about maybe I should bring one to my shop. What do you think? This is Quinn. She's just like a little chubby white character. So if you guys want me to, I will bring her to the shop. I don't want people to think I'm like copying anyone. So I wasn't sure, but I was like, well, I know a lot of people just want the minimalistic characters, but I think she's cute, and I don't think there's a character that looks too much like her, not that I can think of, but she's so cute. And then this Friday I had a stomach ache. I don't know if it was from my medication or what, but then I had a sleepy baby. And then this day my mom came over to get her groceries and to see the baby, and she was gonna spend the whole day with us, but her dog got out. As soon as she got to my house, which I live an hour away from her, as soon as she got to my house, she looked up her cameras and her dog got out. And her neighbors have chickens, so as soon as she got there, she had to turn around and go home. And she was so sad, it broke my heart. So I'm like, you know what, we're coming over. So I packed our bags, and me and Renly went to my mom's. That is Stick with the Plan Co. Sleepy Baby, that is from Carly Plans. And this is from my shop. And this is from Carly Plans. And this is also from Carly Plans. And then my husband works out closer to my mom. It's like 25 minutes away from my mom, so I decided to see him before I went because he wanted to show his coworkers the baby. And his coworker just thought that her eyes were the coolest thing. I don't remember what it's called. It's called, I don't even want to butcher the name, so yeah, there's a word for it, for having two different color eyes. So she's a pretty unique girl. And that is from Beneva's Creations. And this is the new character, Quinn. I had its car made like the car Olive and Elsie have. He went to Mom's house. And then we watched the new Final Destination. Growing up, we would always watch the Final Destination movies together. And that's why you don't drive behind a logging truck if you haven't seen that. And then Renly, she was so cranky. I think it was just like a new place. I don't know. And when she is tired, she wants her crib. Like, look at this sweet baby. Yes, we have a pair of socks, like, holding her binky in. And she's like come to, like, I don't know. It's like a safety thing or soothing thing. She needs her sock by her now, because I was using her little sloth. Is her sloth? Yeah, her little slothy is up by her head right here. We were using that, but it's not heavy enough to keep her binky in. So we just put a pair of socks in, or a pair of socks right there. And like, it doesn't cover her nose or anything because it's like flat. Pretty funny, but because I got sick of doing the put the binky in the mouth 20 billion times a night. We're at that stage right now. And so since she was asleep by 5:30, I had my pack and play, and I went and put her in the pack and play, and she cried because she didn't have her socky. So I kind of had to make one. But since she was out so early, we were up really late. And she was dropping her binky so many times. It was getting ridiculous. And then she woke up at 6 and wanted a bottle. And again, she was so fussy. She was so fussy. I'm like, sorry, Mom, I'm going home because she is just way too cranky. And it's making me exhausted. And I was exhausted because the night before. But she was fussy. We had eggs and bacon before I left. And then we drove home. And then another one I had made for me. She's just feeding the baby. But, yeah. And then this is from Ohana's Story. And then this one is Paper K, I think. And then when we got home, she did another long nap, which was the best thing ever because I needed it. Like, I time her naps on Huckleberry. I just want to kind of, you know, see if there's a routine there. I don't know. And then it makes me know when her next nap is coming, if that makes sense. Because she naps like every hour to hour and a half. And here is the character again, a new one. And her just sleeping. Yeah, such a good nap. It was like a 3-hour nap. And I did this wrong. Okay, let's see if I can finish this before she starts crying. I know she woke up because she dropped her binky. I'm gonna stick with the plan, Co. And then this is from Carly Plans. We watch Futurama. And Sunday, we have morning snuggles. In the mornings are when she's like dropping the binky so many times, so I just bring her in with us. And then she'll usually get like 2 more hours of sleep. This is Crafterina as well as the second one, I believe. So, morning snuggles. and then we watch Futurama and drink some coffee. And then this one I had made just for me because it's on her cute little playmat. And she hasn't rolled for a few weeks, but she finally rolled again. So I was excited about that. And then I print and cut my new characters. And then I pulled some stickers for the spread. And then I read a little bit of Quicksilver before I went to bed, and I went to bed by 9. And have you read or listened to Quicksilver? I started it a while ago, so I didn't want to reread it, so I just put it on audiobook on Audible and listened to where I was, because I really enjoy reading a lot more than the audiobooks. I don't know if that's why I just didn't love ACOTAR, because I listened to all of them. So that's why I try not to do audiobooks on like the super popular ones. I think that is Paper Bits. I think stay with the Planko, and then my new Quinn character, and then Beneva's Creations. And that is it for last week. That is it for June 16th through the 22nd. I'm so glad to be back doing this. It makes my heart happy. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.